Alright, Shalom. First of all, I just want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on these Durham storms that have been taking place. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, give some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says, trees collapse on homes in Durham storms, crashes and standing water reported. Severe early morning storms in Durham left a trail of destruction Tuesday, including a fallen tree on Hartford Court that damaged the roofs of multiple townhomes. In addition to property damage, the storm has caused several vehicle accidents, resulting in lane closures on Interstate 85. It says early morning storms knocked down a tree onto several townhomes Tuesday in Durham on Hartford Court near Alpine Road. The tree fell on top of the buildings, covering the roofs of 3 units. Most of the damage is sustained in the back. One woman said that she has severe damage inside her home. Another neighbor said that though they are fine for now, if the tree moves in any way, they could see more damage. Shortly before 6:30 a.m., officers responded to one crash that occurred in Durham on Interstate 85 near exit 178 for E Club Boulevard. While responding to this crash, another collision was reported with one person trapped in their car. EMS responded to the scene and transported one man to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Officers have advised that several lanes of I-85 northbound and southbound are experiencing heavy standing water from the storm. Yeah, so you see what happens when the Lord unleashes these storms. These trees fall over onto homes. There's car crashes, there's flooding. In some cases, there's power outages. Second Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And when you look up the definition of perilous, it means full of danger or risk. And we are in some times full of danger, some very dangerous times. All of these storms and tempests, all of these fires, all of these earthquakes, all of these judgments from the Heavenly Father. And it's just going to get worse. These storms and tempests are going to become more frequent, hit a lot harder, being more destructive and deadly. Same with the fires, same with the earthquakes. And this is how you know that we're in the last days, because things are just getting increasingly worse. Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And yesterday, I believe a 5.3 magnitude earthquake happened in Japan. And then the day before, a 5-point-something magnitude earthquake happened in China. So the Lord is visiting the world with earthquakes. Clearly, he's visiting with these storms and tempests. There's tornadoes happening, lightning storms, hail storms, torrential rain storms. Just strong wind storms that are causing these trees to fall over. And then you have, brush fires and wildfires that are happening as well. So the things that are written in these scriptures to come to pass are in fact happening. Isaiah 28:2, Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And the Lord is sending these destroying storms. Said trees falling onto people's homes, trees fall onto people's cars, trees fall into the road, power lines get snapped and result in power outages. All the rain can result in a lot of flooding, you know, just a lot of destruction. And then on top of that, the when it rains, it creates dangerous road conditions. People start getting into car crashes, and then the roads have to get shut down, and people have to find alternative ways to get to where they're trying to go, which causes a whole bunch of backed up traffic. It's just nonstop chaos, just one thing after another. And this is all the work of the Lord. Psalms 83:14, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And that's exactly what the Heavenly Father is doing, dishing out these storms and tempests. And people are afraid. That rain starts coming down heavy. You hear that thunder, you see that lightning, you hear the powerful winds, the howling wind. The power goes out. People are just in darkness. You got trees falling all over the place, crashing into people's homes. It does get very scary when the Lord unleashes his storms. And he's going to continue to unleash his storms and tempests as punishments and as judgments. Psalms 9:16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegion Selah. And the Lord is known by his judgments. These storms and tempests are just some of those judgments. And these storms and tempests are going to increase in how deadly they are, in how destructive they are, and in how often they happen. And a lot more people are going to be affected by these judgments taking place. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And for those people who ended up with a tree on top of their home, that had to be a scary situation for them, because here it is, you're in your house minding your business, and a tree lands on top of your home, probably crashes through your roof. You know, there's a lot, you know, and the thing that has happened as well is, people, have been in their car and a tree has fallen on their car, or somebody has been outside, just walking around and a tree has fallen over on them and crushed them. It's a lot of scary judgments taking place in these last days. And that's why we're supposed to fear the Lord. And we're supposed to move accordingly in that fear. Proverbs 19:23, the fear of the Lord Yahweh tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. That's right. So if you fear the Lord and in your life you're moving in that fear, you're watching, you're reading, you're praying, you're fasting, you're being circumspect, you're daily rehearsing the righteous acts that are written in the scriptures, you know, then the Lord is not going to visit you with evil. He's going to take care of you. He's going to keep his hedge of protection over you and your loved ones. But if you're out here not fearing the Lord, if you're out here being wicked, then all you're going to be visited with is evil. Evil and spirits of vengeance and many great miseries. Because that's what happens to those whom the Lord is angry with. He brings non-stop judgments upon them. That's how he punishes them. And there's a lot of people in this world with whom the Lord is angry with and who are going to get punished more and more severely until ultimately the Lord just puts them to death. So, for those of us of the Hope Select, we got to stay vigilant, stay circumspect, continue to do righteous things in the eyes of the Lord, because these judgments are only going to get worse, and we don't want to get caught up in that. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakodash, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to our brothers who are firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.